Are you ready to get this thing done finally?
Let's do it.
All right, we are fishing with Captain Matt McCabe today. We are in southeast Louisiana, just leaving out of Wrigley's Marina, and we have been trying to get together and fish ever since I met Matt doing boat shows probably 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
And we're finally getting a chance to fish together after 6 years. Matt McCabe, southeast Louisiana. We're gonna be fishing Biloxi Marsh.
Biloxi Marsh today. Yeah, we're going to be targeting some beautiful southeast Louisiana redfish.
Awesome. Y'all stick around. We're gonna go catch some fish. So Matt, how many times you get to fish this side of Lake Borgne?
It's not often, you know, this is a wind-driven place, so today we don't have much wind, so it's definitely an area we like to target. A lot of big fish stay out here. But we're in the, I guess you would call it more the southeastern corner of Lake Borgne.
Yeah.
Down near a couple of different bayous down here, Bayou Lafay and Capt Bayou, where they make the very corner. And we got a falling tide today, so we got a little pocket that's setting up here, and there's a little drain, a little tronasse we call it, and it's bleeding marsh. And water moving around this point right here, so
Perfect setup.
perfect setup, yeah.
Oh, there he is. There he is. You know, I always say don't stop your mirror lure. Don't stop your mirror lure. And that's twice now that I stopped my mirror lure on the topwater and it nailed it. This is a good fish.
Big fish.
Not sure where he's at. There he is. Come on, baby. Woo! That was what we needed. And this little 7-2 is doing good.
That's a showing of a big old Lake Borgne toad right there.
A Lake Borgne toad. God, I love catching them on top water, man.
That's awesome.
That was another one that sounded like somebody dropped a bowling ball from about 1,000 feet on top of it. Doosh.
It's gonna be fun landing him with a mouthful of hooks.
He's trying to go to Mississippi.
Sure is. Think he just saw the boat, huh?
You gotta look at me or you.
It's probably you.
That's what I would say. Oh, come on, baby. A lot of people, man, I see them. How many times you see people just sit there and hear that sound when you're reeling, you ain't getting nothing.
Gotta always try to let him play out. He's going where about he wants to, doesn't he?
For now. He's getting introduced to a blue lose.
Love that sound in the morning. About the time he blew up on yours, I thought I saw one swimming down that shore, and that's when it sounded like somebody threw an 18-wheeler tire in the water.
That almost looks like one from the Indian River.
It does. See that pretty silver color. You can tell those ones that are out in this main lake are more, have that silverish color to them, unlike the ones in the ponds get pretty in gold and orange.
Nice fish. Beauty. Up on the deck. Yes, sir. Ooh, a Lake Borgne Bruiser, huh?
We got him a little better than we thought. They're right behind me.
There you go.
You got him?
On the brand new Mirrolures sheepdog trout, man. That thing, that's a baby trout. The sea eyes. Awesome.
Beautiful.
Fish.
Got him?
Got him. Yes, sir? Awesome.
Yep.
Let's get her back in, huh?
You got it?
Man, that's a pretty, God, I love redfish, man.
Awesome.
Awesome, dude.
And on top water.
And on top water, you can't beat it. Oh, one kicked off. That's the way you like to start the morning, huh?
Good job, bro.
Good job, brother. Whew, been a long time coming. We've talked about it and talked about it and talked about it.
Have a day like this and catch definitely a handful of those big boys. That's fun.
Oh, yeah. your clients like to come chase the big ones mostly?
Absolutely. You know, we get some that want to put some in the box, but every now and again you get that request to come out here and
And what's your limits out here? You're allowed to keep how many redfish?
you can keep 5 per person.
Ooh.
But only 1 over 27 like that. But usually we try to encourage them, take a picture of them, release them.
Yeah, and take what you can eat and don't
Absolutely.
freeze.
And
try not to freeze.
That's right.
Well, let's see if there's another one of them Lake Borgne
should be.
Bruisers over there.
Been hearing a lot of commotion back here in this little backwater. Let's go back here to this little ditch.
You don't want to stay on the outside?
No, I've been hearing more. I think with this water high, there's still some of them back in this little backwater. This ditch has a lot of current flow, and it's got some vegetation growing in it. And they like to hang along the edges of that. From the spillway being open, we had a lot of that fresh water here all summer long.
Yeah.
It got back in some of these areas and allowed some of this vegetation to grow. And it would be something that you would probably see in a bass lake or something like that. But
I tell you what was wild when I was doing the FLW here, you would come down here, fish these areas way out here in Lake Borgne and be catching bass. And
yeah,
redfish
we call them green trout here. But yeah, we got a lot of green trout here, but I've been hearing a lot of commotion. And maybe since this water's still up and it hadn't fell out, that they'll be back here in this backwater.
Just keep on casting. I'm gonna stay with this topwater, man. You can't beat a topwater bite.
That's for sure. I'm kind of slowing down a little bit, throwing a little small mullet imitation Texas rig. See, and I'm seeing a lot of bait activity up there.
Hey, check that. Is that a tail or is that a gar?
I think that's a tail. Get him. See, it's like 4.5 foot deeper on the side. He wanted that bait, didn't he? See, he kept coming and coming.
A little swirl on that. There he is.
There we go. Good eye.
Tailing redfish. Oh, I think you got me on some grass or something there. Yep. Oh, look at this hydrilla in here. No wonder you couldn't see it because of the glare. Another redfish just went right there. Look at the spots on him.
Pretty South Louisiana redfish.
Ooh, I don't think he was going anywhere.
No, I got him hooked pretty good. Troll cars did the trick, didn't they?
Yes, sir. Actually, it was the trout Mirrolure. God, look at the spots on that fish.
It's pretty, isn't he? Gotta start getting this orange on their fins when they stay in this water with this vegetation.
And from them eating crabs and shrimp and stuff
and
too.
they get in this cleaner water and they kind of adapt to it.
Now he's got a belly that you'd want on a 27-inch.
That's right. That's right. He's been eating pretty good this morning.
Get him back in. I kind of put the lose kill on him there. There he goes. He's like, I'm free.
Good one, brother.
Yeah, brother. Appreciate that. Taking me back to some of my old stomping grounds here from the FLW days.
Now this little corner, there's a lot of vegetation. You can see this side's more the ditch.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a few more busting. There's another drain. We'd probably go right on around here. I bet we can pick a few more up.
I think there was 2 right
Yeah, I believe so. And you saw him, that was perfect.
I was hoping it wasn't a gar. What classifies as a coulee or a ditch, or what else you call them? A
Trenasse.
Trenasse.
A trenasse, a crevasse, a ditch. They all pretty much the same thing. It's just a little slough. And it's gonna go to some backwater where it gets real shallow and there's something moving there. And as the water's falling out, they tend to just sit in the mouths of them. And they're gonna come out and eat anything that's cruising out of there.
Anything that looks halfway decent, huh?
That's right.
That's what I love about this place. If you can get a bait in front of them 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, they'll eat it. They're
are.
not real particular most of the time. However, they have been a little bit testy for us today.
Well, at least we're in an area now where we can sight fish a little bit,
Yeah.
hopefully. Water's nice and clear. We've changed locations from out front and the little ponds inside, just inside the bank. As you can see, we're way back up in the marsh now. We've been hearing them crash, so Matt said, let's get up in there and see if we can catch a few. So you were fishing here yesterday,
I
right?
fished in here yesterday, yeah.
So what's this flat consist of in here?
Well, you got another little drain that'll go in and dead end, and another one there that connects the two. And this little pocket just dead ends with one little drain in it. Tide falling, but the wind's kind of piling up inside of it, so maybe it'll push some up in there on the shorelines. There he is.
Good job, brother. Tailing down. Get out of your way. Oh yeah.
Another one with a bunch of spots on him. Pretty little blue tail.
He's all lit up, ain't he?
He is.
Said they're all good, just some are better than the others.
That's right.
Let's see if I can grab it for you here. Come here, you hiding little redfish, you. You ain't too orange, he's just kind of,
Like he's just getting in here.
yeah. But that's a good sign. Now, how many of your fish here are like release fish? Like come from the hatchery? Do you have any idea on that?
I don't believe we have any release
they do
fish there.
release?
If they do, I don't know that they do it here,
Yeah.
but most of these are all wild. And look, he's just got a partial spot starting to show up there.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Good little redfish. Get on out of here. Well, sir,
Capt Matt finally joined the party.
it definitely ain't the bite that I'm used to here in Louisiana.
That's right.
But I tell you what, you get out here with soft plastics and just pepper,
Right.
you're gonna end up catching
You're
fish.
gonna catch
so
fish.
get where it looks good and start casting. Just like this. Like it looks good on that point. Third one back in there.
Yep. That's the thing, they're still back in that stuff. Because this water being this high.
Well, Matt, since we've lost the old sunlight today and we're gonna have to dodge Mother Nature on the way in, we need to get the show done. So you see what I'm throwing now, right?
Swap to the old. You just missed one right there on the shoreline.
The old poppy.
Get it real quick. That always gets their attention, you know, especially when those clouds come out.
Yeah, I love sight fishing, but man, I've caught so many fish down here on this poppy. And when we first started fishing, that's all you see on all the boats around here, popping corks. And so Travis tied one on one time, and next thing we knew, we were throwing popping corks the whole tournament. For about 10 tournaments. And one thing that I do a little bit different is I'll take that J hook out of a DOA shrimp and I'll put in like a 16th ounce cow jig head by DOA. And what that does, that puts a little bit more weight on the shrimp, so when you do pop it and that shrimp comes off the bottom, it's gonna sink down a lot quicker with a lot of weight. And that's where you get that click on that popping cork. And that's when you hopefully they eat. Fish, there he is, brother.
There we go.
Oh, that's a good one, boy. Son. Son. All it took was the poppy. The deadly combo by DOA. I don't know why I haven't been throwing it before. God, I've been throwing this thing here forever and ever and ever, and I just like to sight fish them, I guess. We lost all of our sun, so had to go to confidence lure. That's a good fish.
Yeah, it is a real good fish.
Oh yeah.
And pretty and orange, been back in this clean water.
I just find it funny when they come up and eat the cork. Oh yeah, that's a pretty redfish there. Oh yeah, that's a tournament red there, ain't it?
Pretty, yep.
Ooh,
hear him drumming.
Easy. Hear her a drumming. Well, that is definitely the sought after species today, ain't it?
Yep, that's right.
What a pretty fish.
And you know that lateral line that runs down his back?
Yeah.
That's how he kind of feels and knows that, you know, almost like a largemouth bass has the black line.
Yeah.
That's how they feel that vibration, they know.
I kind of always compare it to a snook.
Yep, snook. Snook's got the same thing, you Florida guys, you know. Beautiful redfish. Good job.
Back in the water. Come on, dude. Oh, drum away. The poppy boy.
Good job, brother.
Did it. No, I've always said this is a tourist rig and we call it the poppy, but the way this thing works, y'all, is when you pop it, I always like to say, try to make it sound kind of like a fish eating. Like you can make it splash and you can make it go and make it sound like a fish eating, like a trout eating on top of the water. And I think usually when I make that sound, I'll really concentrate on what the bait is doing at the time, because when they hear that sound and you pull it, this bait's gonna come up behind the cork and it's gonna fall down like that. So when it does that, it's gonna turn that cork like that, and then you're gonna hear it go, you'll hear it smack. And that little click right there is usually what gets them to eat.
That's the dinner bell.
The dinner bell. Let's see if it'll work again.
Good windy bank, that's perfect, man. You catch another one, I might have to tie one on. And I've thrown that thing to my elbow hurts this morning. You pick it up, make 4 casts.
2. Each twitch of this rod's like beating a dead horse, brother. You know what that means?
It's time to wrap it up.
Time to wrap it up. Y'all can see the tide has gotten so high, and what those redfish do is they'll get up in that grass and just sit there, wait till nighttime and come out when the shrimp are out, and they just feed all night long. If y'all ever get a chance to do this, we are staying down at Mike Gallo's place. It's called Spots and Dots Lodge. And how they get in touch with you?
Pro Edge Fishing of Slidell, Louisiana.
Pro Edge Fishing of Slidell, Louisiana. Man, can't say enough, man. We have beat it.
Yeah, we have.
Don't forget about the website, addictivefishing.com. You can get in touch with him there, and you can also go there and keep up with us on all of our social media sites and basically see what we're up to. So that about wraps it up. We'll see y'all next week.
Check out more footage from this show by logging on to addictivefishing.com for outtakes and bloopers.
Oh, what the heck was that, brother? It was just sitting there.
Real big, man.
Those teeth right there could put a hurting on you, especially if you get one about 5 feet long.
Like that.
Got him. Right below the boat, brother.